Wolf Soldier. Sun-swept hills they guard and tread, from glint of steel their daily bread. Far-flung from their native land, at night for home their souls shall stand. Ever since the black bear Guai returned from Guanyin and crowned himself king, he boasted of the arts he had learned. Tales of his newfound method of practice and power of revival allured many a Guai to Blackwind Mountain. Seeking the king's favor, these minions toiled with abandon. Among them, a wolf Guai worked with tireless zeal. He rose before dawn, patrolled the mountains, and continued well into the night. All of the treasures he found were first laid at the king's feet. His life was one of labor. And yet, without a moment to make friends, despite his dedication, his presence barely stirred a whisper among the others, and his name was seldom uttered. His brother, seeing such unacknowledged dedication, spent his savings for a seat in the king's lecture. The wolf Guai sat there, heavy with regret for the silver he had squandered, both on the journey here and the seat at the lecture. That could have been used to buy himself a shield or blade. Had I a new blade, he mused, glory could have been mine. As he pondered this, golden-clad guardians scattered paper talismans before him, commanded to consume them. They then chanted in meditation for hours, until the king sought signs of enlightenment. The white-robed wolf Guai stood first, claiming a fervor within and clarity of mind. The diligent wolf Guai thought to himself, sweating fervently in a crowd is no marvel. Achieving clarity after chanting is no miracle. Just as he was lost in thought, the blue ox Guai rose next, followed by others. The diligent wolf Guai stayed seated, unsure, until the king gestured for them all to sit down. Later, treasures were doled out. The ox Guai received a golden pill, the white-robed wolf Guai a title, but the diligent one kept his old shield and dull blade, patrolling the mountains still. Only from then on, he did it all under the white-robed one's whims, ever obedient. Croaky, in pools they dwell, forms unrefined, ugly and odd, voices entwined, bellies swell with a raucous tune, in death they burst an angry boom. Two frog guys practice in the marshes. The smaller frog was often bullied, yet the bigger one always stood up for him, and soon they forged a strong friendship. One day, amid a contest held by Bali Gulang to appoint a sergeant among all the frogs, turmoil stirred and rippled through the ranks. Finally, the choice was narrowed down to the two, the brawny big frog and the quick-witted small frog. Though the other frogs were discontented, they dared not voice their dissent. The two then were assigned to guard the dwelling of Bali Gluyang. On their duty, a valuable amber glass was found broken. Unable to identify the culprit, all the frogs began clamoring for punishment against the two instead. The big frog attempted to reason with them, but got antagonized by their words and soon escalated the argument into a brawl. The frogs interpreted this as his reaction out of embarrassment, hence evidence of his guilt. The small frog, meanwhile, remained silent beside them. Seeing this, the big frog chided him for not speaking up in his defense, and even began to suspect his smaller companion. Hesitated for a while, the small frog then admitted to breaking the glass. However, the other frogs dismissed his confession, arguing that one of them had committed premeditated vandalization while the other had neglected his duty, and both deserved punishment by death. The small frog grew anxious and could not help but engage in the argument. As their voice grew, louder and louder, their bellies inflated larger and larger, until some of them finally burst, splattering blood and flesh all over the place, leaving none unsoiled. Diviner. He knows the world's fate through divination, yet cannot secure his own salvation. In what he thought was a place of peace, fate's tangled threads never cease. It is said that the crows gathering in temples, having listened to sutras and teachings every day, developed a spiritual nature and could predict fortune and misfortune. Thus, some fortune tellers who call themselves crow diviners like to set up stalls in front of temples, using crows to pick fortune sticks for divination. They always lit sandalwood incense, which symbolizes the temple, at their stalls, and claims that the crows were the spiritually enlightened ones from the temple. One such crow diviner had a crow he had raised from a chick, which could communicate with him, using specially made fortune sticks. Every day he sent the crow to various parts of the city to observe people's lives. When clients came to seek fortunes, he would use the fortune sticks to inquire about information from the crows. He mixed this information with his own understanding of human affairs, weaving prophecies that were half true, which often managed to deceive. One day, an official came seeking a fortune, offering a large sum of money. The crow diviner told him that his official career would be prosperous and that he would reach a high position. Unexpectedly, the official not only failed to get promoted that year, but was demoted instead. Enraged, the official brought his household servants to demand an explanation. The crow diviner used the information gathered by the crows to explain that the official had not spent enough money on temple renovation, which magically convinced him. The official deeply believed in his abilities, even introduced the crow diviner to his colleagues. The crow diviner amassed a considerable fortune through this, but he knew too many secrets of the officials and feared for his life. He decided to change his career. One day, he attempted to drive all the crows away, but they refused to leave. The crow diviner tried various means to get rid of them, but the crows unable to endure his mistreats any longer, attacked and pecked him to death. Afterward, the crows transformed into human forms, donned the attire of fortune tellers, and continued to sell fortunes around the temple, deceiving people as the crow diviner had done.
许久不用，没成想这定身术倒还好使。既是花果山来的故人，教你一招也无妨。来，速速把手伸来。写好了，日后遇到什么凶匪恶徒，只需用着手一指，心里默念一声“定”，就能让对方动弹不得，你也可喘息片刻。只是小老儿道行浅薄，这定身效果不消片刻就会失灵。遇到些笨货倒还好用。你全当是挣个傍身的手段吧。如今这些小儿真是目无尊长，别怕，用刚学的法术与他玩吧。
你是何人？敢来此仙山？有些厉害。
是深浅的这么往前硬闯，只怕得吃大苦头。我且把你变为一只金蝉，你可顺着前面的火光，探一探这山中的虚实。小庙还有诸多神奇妙用，日后你自会明白。黑风山的后山重地藏着不少秘密，想四处探探的话，务必留神金蝉的存续时间。若是遇上穷途迷路之处，小神自会暗中提点。
哎，居然有几个酒
吧，
不知道里面还有没有残酒？
别馋了，误了事儿，小心咱们两个被灵虚之人拿去下酒。
过了那条大板，其他老板都是还你下去。
来者何人？敢来此处扰我清修？
嘿嘿，早早放下兵器，饶你不死。
还真有不少。快跟上，别乱了阵脚。